next episode in our series covers Chile's government organization, which is the Committee for the Study of Anomalous Aerial Phenomena, otherwise known as CEFAA. Chile is one of the few countries around the world that has a government-backed UFO research organization. In Spanish, UFOs are referred to as OVNIs. In 1997, the country publicly recognized it was experiencing UFO sightings. Some of the incidents could not be explained by natural phenomena and could not be identified as any type of man-made object. Even before 1997, commercial and military pilots in Chile had reported light phenomena meddling in their flight paths. The lights could not be explained by air traffic control because no other flights were scheduled in the area. Chile's aviation authority expressed the need to establish an organization to collect information on anomalous observations as they were taking place. In Chile, the Department of Civil Aeronautics is referred to as the DGAC. It is the equivalent of the United States Federal Aviation Administration. The DGAC set up the CEFAA in October of 1997 to collect, analyze, and study all reports of unidentified aerial phenomena in cooperation with aeronautic specialists to determine if security is being compromised. The committee is dedicated to conducting serious, objective, and scientific investigations to ensure safety for all aviation operations. Although the committee was organized in 1997, they maintained a low profile due to shortage of funds and lack of interest. But in 2009, the organization was revitalized when the annual budget was increased. The officials in Chile have determined that some UFOs are real, may pose a threat to air safety, and should be officially investigated worldwide. One of the sightings leading up to the foundation of CEFAA is the Arica case. On October 7, 1997, an aircraft from the Chilean Army was doing a nighttime test flight at the Chacayuta airport in Arica. The controller was receiving numerous phone calls from the city. He contacted the pilot, who confirmed that he could see a light to the west that was changing position at high speed. The following is an excerpt from the official audio communication released in 2011 by Chile's largest daily newspaper.
Chile desde su posición hacia el sector de Cerro Chuño, Buitre, ¿observa algún objeto medio distinto a lo normal? Entiendo, hacia el sector del Buitre. ¿Correcto, señor? ¿Tanto o no? Desde mi posición, aparentemente no se ve nada extraño de lo normal. Ahora tengo un objeto aproximadamente a las 3 de mi posición. Estimo yo una luz que está un poco más arriba de las últimas luces que tengo hacia el este. ¿Recibe podría describir el tipo de luz? Ahora se desapareció. Realmente parecía la amarilla de la luz de la ciudad, pero ahora volvió a aparecer, pero más adelante. ¿Se desapareció o no? Hemos recibido distintos llamados diciendo que en ese sector probablemente hay un objeto volador no identificado. Nunca habíamos visto cualquier reporte de eso. Ok, oye, increíble, ya esto no lo había visto, pero realmente cambié de posición, pero velozmente, y tuve la oportunidad de verlo ver.
The case known as El Bosque is very fascinating. General Bermudez presented the details of this case at the International UFO Conference in 2012, and Leslie Kean followed up with a series of articles on HuffingtonPost.com that explained the analysis of the investigation. On the morning of November 5, 2010, at El Bosque Air Base in Santiago, during a change of command ceremony, a group of fighter jets performed an air show. 7 different spectators filmed the flyby, and the same anomalous object appeared in each of the 7 videos. Images show it as a dome-shaped, flat-bottomed object with no visible means of propulsion. The rounded top reflects the sun and appears metallic. The bottom is darker and flat. The object emits some form of energy which is visible in photo analysis. Infrared studies show the entire object radiating heat like the jets. Although some Chilean ufologists and skeptics have suggested that bugs and insects were flying near the cameras, General Bermudez does not accept that explanation. He stated via email, "At this time, this incident cannot be scientifically explained. As agreed by those who have studied the videos, we can affirm that there is an unidentified aerial object present. We do not know where it is or where it came from." CEFAA has internal research consultants and external advisors from universities and other institutions who are experts in various fields of study, such as nuclear chemistry, aerospace medicine, astronomy, physics, and satellite imaging. Each branch of the armed forces and the police have representatives as well. Most reports come from pilots, air traffic controllers, and personnel directly involved with the airlines. If anything unusual is reported to the control tower, CEFAA is notified immediately. When a report is received, a basic check begins. First, they rule out natural phenomena and common misidentifications, such as satellites or weather balloons. The CEFAA procedure also requires information of the sighting be sent to other relevant agencies. If a sighting remains unexplained, or if there are safety aspects that need to be addressed, a full investigation begins. If the case warrants, support can be requested from national and even international organizations. Other countries, such as Uruguay, have official agreements to exchange data. If there is photo or video evidence, the investigation continues with an image study where the committee analyzes the possibility of phenomena that could have affected the images. Then they generate a hypothesis and use the software to apply filters that improve the image quality or decompose the image. These techniques may offer a broader understanding of the photos that could lead to different explanations. When witnesses are involved, their identities are usually kept confidential. Witnesses complete a feedback form, and then CEFAA conducts an interview if necessary. Once all the information relating to an investigation is collected and analyzed, a report is filed and the case is labeled Resolved, Pending, or Unresolved/UAP. In 2011, out of 183 cases, only 12 were considered unresolved. The current director of CEFAA is retired Air Force General Ricardo Bermudez.
El fenómeno aéreo anómalo caracterizado como objeto volador no identificado es real, se presenta dentro del espacio aéreo controlado y fuera del espacio aéreo controlado, y sobre el mar también.
In 2012, he gave a presentation at the International UFO Congress.
As you can see in this chart, the area under our responsibility is very big, almost 20 million square nautical miles. All communication between the different control centers and the corresponding crews are recorded. The CEFAA has access to all this information immediately. As a matter of fact, we know what is going on between pilot and controller in a flight. This is our main source of information.
Open Minds journalist Antonio Huneeus interviewed General Bermudez after his lecture.
I had the advantage that I was a member of the Chilean Air Force, a general, you know, and when the director of Nauta said me, okay, you are going to say again the committee, I put my condition. And the condition was to work with the universities, doctors, and the armed forces and police corps, you know, and serious investigators, and put all together, you know, in that way. And that not happen in other countries. That not happen. It's difficult.
I spoke with Antonio Huneeus, who was responsible for bringing General Bermudez to the IUFOC, about the difference when dealing with someone from an official agency which is supported by its government, and about the future of CEFAA.
It was basically a formality. But yes, I wrote the letter, and then they responded, saying that they would be pleased, you know, to send him or whatever. They accepted the invitation, and you know, from then on, the arrangements had to be, the typical arrangements for any speaker, right? The expenses and all that, and well, that was it.
So when General Bermudez was out here, did you get to speak to him at all about the future of CEFAA? Did he share with you any of that information?
Well, what he told me is when they reorganized the agency, which was at the end of 2009, I believe, because the agency had been semi-dormant, not entirely killed, but at a very, very low profile. they asked him because he had done, such a good job already previously and already was familiar with it. But he put conditions. He said, yes, I will do it, but under these conditions. And so he wanted basically to have a scientific committee of advisors from universities and several other items, and be full-time. And they accepted his conditions. So these conditions are kind of implied for the future. In the conclusion of his speech, though, he made a very important statement. He said that the only way we ever going to really solve this phenomenon, it has to be tackled internationally. And so it should be done through the UN. That outer space committee that had been proposed years ago at the UN should be revived. That's basically what he was saying.
In 2010, the CEFAA representative from the Chilean Army, Major Rodrigo Bravo, published Ufology Aeronautics, a new concept in the study of UFOs. It is the first book published by a military pilot in Chile who is currently in active duty. Bravo is not new to the study of UFOs. Back in the year 2000, he wrote an official thesis titled Introduction to Anomalous Aerial Phenomena and Its Implications for Aerospace Security. He also maintains a blog called Contingency UFO. Major Bravo is also well known in the US as a panelist at the National Press Club event organized by filmmaker James Fox and journalist Leslie Kean in November 2007. He is also one of the contributors in Kean's book, UFOs, Generals, Pilots, and Government Officials Go on the Record. Earlier this year, the Center for UFO Research collaborated with Kent Center and Leslie Kean to present a more evidence-based approach to researching UFO sightings. The result was the Symposium on Official and Scientific Investigations of Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. We were able to interview CEFAA researcher Jose Ley at the symposium.
We have worked with the United States through our good friend Dr. Richard Haynes, and also with Dr. Bruce McCabe, to whom we have sent some photographs for analysis, that our own analysts, we have also our own photo analysts, that require a little more explanation, and then to make sure that we have several different opinions that will make a more objective conclusion. In that sense, we have worked with the United States.
Former NASA research scientist Dr. Richard Haynes founded the National Aviation Reporting Center on Anomalous Phenomena, or NARCAP, in 1999. In December of 2010, the CEFAA and NARCAP signed an official joint research agreement. Reports from this joint research effort can be downloaded from the CEFAA website. The website also contains photos and audio recordings from other unsolved cases. Historical cases, news, and current events are also featured. When it comes to official UFO disclosure, Chile is now leading the way. Let's hope that other nations will also join and work together to find answers to this perplexing phenomena. You can find additional information on CEFAA.cl or search openminds.tv. For your Need to Know, I'm Tina Goodson.
If you have a UFO sighting or something you would like to report to Open Minds, you can go to our website at openminds.tv and click the contact button to send us your request. Or you can email us at contact@openminds.tv. You can also call us at 1-877-UFO-0110. That's 1-877-836-0110.